Be motivational, but just want to get done with it. Maybe. Aplauso para Lucy. ¡Eso, Lucy! We're gonna do great. Yeah.
Your life can change in a matter of seconds. At any given moment, the world you know can be turned upside down. This happened to me not so long ago. Living just like a normal teenager would, I went to school and enjoyed hanging out with my friends. My family was doing great. One of my older brothers got the chance to travel, and after some time, I was able to see him again. Excited by this, the day finally came and my brother returned home, but he arrived very sick. Never thought what seemed just to be a minor discomfort could be turned into such terrible disease. My life gave a 360 and never came back to normal. But after experiencing such devastating moments, my given second chance seems just perfect. I remember vividly when my brother was taken to the hospital for the first time. That day was full of doubts and gaps. I wasn't allowed to go with him. I found out a little myself through a friend who just happened to be the son of my brother's doctor. He secretly gave me updates of what was happening. That night became the most stressful time in my life. Not seeing anyone come home that day destroyed my nerves. Finally, after 2 days, I was able to see my brother again. With my heart in my throat, I eagerly entered the room. Stepping in that room, what seemed that I desired the most became the time I resented most. You have cancer. Those were the words that still ring in my head to this day. My brother and I both got the news at the same time. 3 simple words that had all the destruction they could have been given. They destroyed my life and everything near it. After that, things that used to be normal became a privilege. Seeing my family all in the house, or even for a moment all together, became impossible. I lost all communication with my brother for a while, only hearing about him sometimes. Since I am the youngest one of my family, they don't tell me things until everyone else knows about it. For instance, I got to know about a surgery they did on my brother, which, by the way, saved his life, years later after all that dramatic moments had occurred. His condition got really bad and the doctors had to induce him into a coma. Seeing him in that state was the first time I had seen him after he was admitted into the cancer clinic. To put you into the perspective of the severity, I must come and say he was going to pass away if his condition didn't change. You see, during such horrible moments, the little changes that can happen become miracles. Well, in circumstances I don't wish anyone to pass through, just being able to breathe is surprising. My brother was given a second chance to life. From being in a coma, he recovered to his old self again. Everything seemed to be reverting back to normal, our lives continuing as if nothing ever happened. My brother could go back to start his senior year, and my parents were able to sleep peacefully again. After those little changes happened, we were once again taken for granted. No more being grateful for those hours all the family could be together, or just how my brother was good again. Like anyone, we thought things were going to be the same, but clearly they didn't. He went into a crisis again. The medicine that slept the cancer cells no longer had an effect on him. It was all going spiral down, and this time the only way to treat my brother was found in another country. My family broke apart once again, and this time it became permanent. Now in Canada, my brother faced hundreds of new challenges every day, other than his disease. The value of having a home to go after each session of his chemo became evident. Even the simplest things like food became a laborious task. Once again, every little good thing that happened during that time became precious. Finally finding a home, a bed they could call their own, made their day. My brother, the warrior he is, got the second chance to do a bone marrow transplant, which he got by a donation of my oldest brother, who surprisingly was his perfect match. To this day, my family has never gone back to its old self. There are no more times when we all hang with each other. My brothers are living now in Canada, and I'm back home with my parents. There have been downfalls like my mom being diagnosed with cancer or my grandmother suffering a stroke. But all of these horrible experiences I have personally passed through has taught me a lot of things. things switched by telling the story that took away a lot of my life. I wanted you, as a person who can also pass through horrible moments, to know that things do get better. Although it takes time and patience, getting out of the dark place will happen. It may not come as the biggest, most given help, but as long as it arrives, one should be grateful. Second chances for anything can be either really hard to find or just around the corner, but having the possibility to get your hands on one is uncommon. So, after seeing how fast life can change as mine did, take a moment to see everything you have around. All the little details that seem insignificant to you right now, in the future can be memories you wish to have. And even after the disaster happened, when you see even just a tiny improvement, be thankful for it. Don't take for granted things, because life can change in a matter of seconds. At any given moment, the word you know can be turned upside down.
¿Cómo se mariposa?